Hollow Pines Hotel. Chapter 1. The Long Road. The old man Ray Walker had spent his life on the road, moving from one place to another, never settling. The mountains of Colorado were his latest escape, a place to clear his mind, to forget about the past. It was late when he found the hotel. The sign was barely hanging, swinging in the wind. The words, Hollow Pines Hotel, faintly illuminated by a flickering porch light. The place was old, too old. It seemed out of place, like it had been plucked from another century and dropped into the wilderness. Ray was too tired to care. His bones ached. The cold had settled deep into them. He needed rest. The lobby was dimly lit, and behind the counter stood a hotel attendant, a thin man with skin too pale and eyes too dark. He grinned, but it didn't reach his eyes. "Cold night, isn't it?" the attendant said, his voice slow and deliberate. "Yeah," Ray muttered. "Need a room?" The attendant slid an old-fashioned key across the counter. "Room 203. Ray nodded, took the key and climbed the stairs. Chapter 2. The Dark Figure. The room smelled stale, like wood rot and dust. The wallpaper peeled at the edges, and the floor groaned underneath his boots, but the bed looked decent enough. He placed his bag down, sat at the edge of the mattress, and let out a tired sigh. Then he saw it, a dark shape, out of the corner of his eye, near the closet. He turned his head sharply. Nothing, just his mind playing tricks on him, he told himself. Long days on the road could do that to a man. Ignoring the creeping unease in his gut, he kicked off his boots, pulled the blankets over him, and let exhaustion take him. Chapter 3. The Tugging. Somewhere in the middle of the night, he stirred. A tug at the blankets. Soft at first, a gentle pull. Then harder. Ray's eyes fluttered open. His breath caught his throat. The room was pitch black. His heart pounded as he lay frozen listening. Then came the whisper, "Wake up." It was right next to his ear. His breathing was shallow, ragged. His fingers twitched, but his whole body wouldn't respond. It was like something unseen pinned him in place. The sound came from under his bed, slow, deliberate. A single claw dragging along the wood. Ray wanted to move. He needed to move. His muscles strained, locked in an invisible vice. Then, a growl. Deep, wet, hungry. Chapter 4. The Paralysis. The weight pressed down on his chest. Heavy, suffocating. His vision blurred at the edges, and his ears rang. The sound of breathing filled the room, but it wasn't his own. Then, out of the darkness above him, it crawled. A shape shifting from the ceiling. Its limbs stretching too long. Its fingers were sharp. Hollow eyes, mouth stretching too wide. "You don't belong here." The voice wasn't spoken aloud. It slithered inside his head, vibrating through his skull. The pressure on his chest grew unbearable. His ribs screamed. The thing loomed closer, its face inches from his own. He could smell its breath. Something rotten, something dead. Then, just as suddenly as it started, it stopped. The weight lifted. The thing vanished. Ray's body finally obeyed. He bolted upright, gasping for air. He wasn't staying to see what happened next. Chapter 5. Nowhere to run. He grabbed his bag and bolted. His boots barely touched the stairs as he flew down them, crashing into the front desk in his rush. The attendant was still there, still grinning. "Something wrong, sir?" he asked. Ray didn't answer. He shoved open the front door and ran into the night, not stopping, not looking back. He drove until the mountains gave way to civilization. The town was small, barely more than a few buildings and a gas station. He stumbled into a diner, wild-eyed, breathless. The waitress eyed him cautiously. "You all right, sir?" Ray swallowed, his throat raw. "The Hotel Mountain," he rasped. "Hollow Pines. You know it?" The waitress frowned. "There ain't no hotel up in those mountains," she said slowly. Ray stiffened. "No, I just..." He turned, pointing back toward the road. "It's up there. I stayed there last night." The waitress exchanged looks with the old man behind the counter. "Mister," she said, her voice quieter now, "there hasn't been a hotel up there for over 100 years. Ray felt the blood drain from his face. He turned back to the window, staring out at the dark mountain road. In the reflection of the glass, just behind him, a pale attendant stood, smiling.